Have you ever wondered what life has been like for Barack Obama after his time in the White House? Even though he's no longer president, he's still one of the most talked-about figures in the world. From sprawling mansions to globe-trotting adventures and headline-grabbing business ventures, his every move keeps people guessing. How did he amass such astonishing wealth, and what's fueling his success now? In this video, we're taking a closer look at what Barack Obama's been up to since stepping down from office. Get ready to uncover the truth behind his post-presidential life and what he's been doing when the cameras aren't on. It might surprise you to learn that Barack Obama's wealth didn't just materialize after his presidency. To understand how he achieved such financial success, we need to rewind to the early 2000s. Back in 2004, long before he made history as President of the United States, Obama was earning a modest salary of $80,287 as a member of the Illinois Senate. At the time, his focus was on his political career and serving his constituents. However, his income wasn't limited to his political work. Obama also worked as a lecturer at the University of Chicago Law School, earning an additional $32,144 by teaching law students. But Obama's financial growth wasn't just about his salary. He demonstrated a keen sense for smart investments. For instance, he held assets in the Vanguard Wellington Fund, worth between $100,000 and $200,000. This combination of public service, teaching, and wise financial decisions set the foundation for his financial success long before the White House years. Then, in 2005, Obama had a game-changing breakthrough: publishing. That year, he secured a highly lucrative multi-book deal with Random House, including a $1.9 million advance for his book, The Audacity of Hope. This marked a pivotal moment in his financial journey. Upon its release, The Audacity of Hope quickly became a bestseller, spending 30 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Its success was further solidified when the audiobook version won the 2008 Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album, showing that Random House's investment in Obama's literary talents was a big win. But Obama's publishing success didn't stop with The Audacity of Hope. He also signed another lucrative book deal for his earlier memoir, Dreams from My Father, which earned him over $847,000. This deeply personal memoir continued to bring in significant income long after its release. In 2005 alone, Obama earned $378,000 in book royalties, with even more in 2006. That year, his memoirs generated an additional $150,000, while The Audacity of Hope added another $425,000 to his growing fortune. By 2007, Barack Obama had earned nearly $3.3 million in book royalties. In addition, he pocketed close to $816,000 from his literary agency, DL and Goddich, likely from ongoing royalties and contractual agreements. But Obama wasn't satisfied with just literary success. He made savvy investments to further grow his wealth. At the same year, he invested between $500,000 and $1 million in U.S. Treasury notes, a low-risk option that paid off as he set up college savings plans for his daughters, each worth $50,000 to $100,000, underscoring his commitment to their futures. By the time he was inaugurated president in 2008, his Treasury holdings had blossomed, ranging from $1.1 million to $5.1 million. Interestingly, Obama's financial path didn't plateau with his presidential campaign. When he took office, he was awarded the prestigious $1.4 million Nobel Peace Prize, adding to his already robust financial portfolio. True to his philanthropic nature, Obama donated the entire prize to various charitable causes. During his presidency from 2009 to 2015, he earned a consistent $400,000 annual salary alongside income from book royalties and investments. After leaving the White House, Obama's financial trajectory soared. He began receiving a $200,000 annual pension and was soon earning up to $400,000 per public speaking engagement. However, recognizing the potential for greater financial growth, Obama and Michelle turned their attention to film production. In 2018, they launched Higher Ground Productions, which quickly made a splash with a major deal with Netflix. Their influence expanded further in 2022 when they signed a global multi-year first-look agreement with Audible. Simultaneously, Barack's memoir, A Promised Land, released in 2020, secured a remarkable $65 million deal, which also included Michelle's memoir. Obama's literary success continued to shine with the release of A Promised Land, which sold nearly 890,000 copies on its first day. This memoir, along with The Audacity of Hope, Of Thee I Sing, and royalties from Dreams from My Father, contributed a substantial $8.8 million to his wealth. Together, his books added an impressive $6.8 million to his finances. By 2009, his total income, including his government salary, reached $5.6 million. However, by 2015, his income had dipped to $450,000, mainly due to a drop in book royalties. Despite these fluctuations, his investments and ventures helped grow his net worth to an estimated $70 million. Post-presidency, the Obamas indulged in some lavish lifestyle choices. After years of renting, they splurged on a luxurious 8,200 square foot mansion in Washington, D.C. for $8.1 million. The estate, one of the area's priciest homes, boasts 9 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, combining historic charm with modern elegance. The mansion's grand foyer opens into an expansive living room with a cozy fireplace, while the sitting room, featuring floor-to-ceiling windows, offers sweeping views of the meticulously landscaped garden. There are 2 gourmet kitchens, with the main one designed for a chef, complete with high-end appliances and marble countertops. The master suite offers a serene retreat, with ample space for a king-sized bed and a relaxing atmosphere. Of the 8 other meticulously designed bedrooms, 2 are thoughtfully tailored for Sasha and Malia. Additional features include a powder room, a spacious dressing area, a gym, and a large walk-in closet. Wine enthusiasts will enjoy the well-appointed wine storage area, while the lush, manicured gardens provide a peaceful and private oasis. But the Obamas' real estate ventures didn't end with their Washington, D.C. home. They expanded their property portfolio with another impressive acquisition, a stunning estate on Martha's Vineyard. This picturesque location had long been a beloved retreat for the family, offering a serene escape from the pressures of public life, even during Obama's time in the White House. Their Martha's Vineyard estate is a perfect blend of style and comfort. With 7 spacious bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, each room is enhanced by charming stone fireplaces, which add warmth and character throughout the home. The property also includes a 2-car garage and a separate barn, providing plenty of space for storage and projects. For relaxation, the estate boasts a beautiful swimming pool, nestled within lush greenery, creating a tranquil oasis. The outdoor area truly shines with direct access to a serene pond, a private boathouse perfect for days spent on the water, and an exclusive beachfront area for the ultimate in privacy. The estate allows the Obamas to fully immerse themselves in the natural beauty of Martha's Vineyard. When they crave solitude, the property offers a raised sun deck with panoramic views of the vineyard. Inside, the spacious kitchen and dining area, overlooking the bay, are ideal for hosting gatherings, while the family room, with its unique architectural touches and cozy atmosphere, offers a retreat for quieter moments. One of the most striking aspects of the estate is the galleried living space. Windows on 3 sides flood the room with natural light, creating a bright and airy environment that frames the stunning scenery outside. The bedrooms, designed to capitalize on the estate's breathtaking surroundings, offer panoramic bay views that connect the interior to the natural world outside. The rooms are thoughtfully arranged, with ample space for friends and family, making it a perfect getaway for the entire Obama family. The Obamas have undoubtedly perfected the art of vacationing in style, creating an elegant and peaceful haven. In addition to their beautiful estate, the Obamas' travels have taken them to some of the world's most stunning destinations. Recently, they explored Greece, where they delved into the country's rich history and took in the awe-inspiring landscapes on guided historical tours. Their travels have also taken them to Bali, where they experienced the serene beauty of Tampak Siring village and the vibrant Jatiluwi rice terraces, embracing the tranquility of the island's natural surroundings. Their global adventures didn't stop there. During Obama's presidency, he received an impressive collection of extravagant gifts from world leaders, showcasing both diplomatic respect and cultural significance. One of the most memorable gifts came from King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, who presented Obama with a stunning desert scene carved into a green-veined marble base. The intricate gold palm trees and camel figurines, along with a gold medallion bearing the royal seal, symbolized the strong diplomatic ties between the two leaders. In 2011, the king's generosity continued with even more lavish gifts, including high-end jewelry and premium watches worth $1.4 million, reflecting the growing bond between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia during Obama's presidency. These gifts were not just symbols of wealth, but also embodied the personal and diplomatic relationship that had flourished between the two nations. During a state visit to China, President Obama was presented with an extraordinary gift by President Hu Jintao. This exquisite offering, valued at approximately $20,000, was a fine silk embroidery framed in elegant wood, depicting a portrait of the first family. It wasn't just a beautiful piece of art. It was a testament to China's remarkable craftsmanship and rich cultural heritage. The gift also served as a symbolic gesture, emphasizing the strength and significance of the diplomatic relationship between the U.S. and China. From Israel, President Shimon Peres gave Obama a striking $8,000 bronze statue of a young girl releasing a flock of doves, an eloquent representation of peace and goodwill. This poignant symbol captured the essence of the enduring diplomatic ties between the U.S. and Israel, reflecting the shared commitment to peace that both nations hold dear. Pope Benedict XVI's gift to President Obama was equally meaningful. The Vatican presented a gilded mosaic of St. Peter's Square, a piece that embodied the spiritual authority of the Holy See. In addition, Obama received a gold coin, 2 insightful books, and a silver keychain, all valued at $7,995. These items were not only beautiful but carried deep religious and cultural significance, underscoring the long-standing dialogue between the U.S. and the Vatican. Highlighting the cultural richness of Africa, President Jakaya Kikwete of Tanzania presented Obama with a stunning 3-foot-tall hand-carved ebony sculpture valued at $6,000. The intricate craftsmanship of this piece, a stunning display of Tanzania's artistic heritage, symbolized the bond between the U.S. and Tanzania while celebrating the beauty and cultural history of Africa. Yet Obama's journey to success was not without its challenges. To truly understand the depth of his achievements, it's important to look back at his early life, which laid the foundation for his rise to the highest office in the land. Born on August 4, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii, Barack Obama's early life was shaped by a unique and diverse background. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a Kenyan economist from the Luo ethnic group, and his mother, Ann Dunham, was an American anthropologist originally from Kansas. Obama Sr. came to the University of Hawaii on a scholarship, where he met Ann, and they married shortly before Barack Jr.'s birth. Their marriage, however, was brief, and they separated when Obama was just 2 years old. This early separation played a significant role in shaping Obama's childhood. In 1964, Barack Obama Sr. returned to Kenya, where he remarried and became a prominent economic analyst for the Kenyan government. Although Obama Sr. achieved significant success in his career, his relationship with his son remained distant. They had limited contact, with Obama Sr. visiting his son only once in 1971. Tragically, Barack Obama Sr. died in a car accident in 1982 when Barack Jr. was just 21, leaving their relationship largely unfulfilled. Meanwhile, Ann Dunham's life took another turn in 1965 when she remarried Lolo Soetoro, an Indonesian graduate student she met at the University of Hawaii. In 1967, Ann, Lolo, and young Barack moved to Indonesia, where they lived for several years. The family first settled in a modest neighborhood in South Jakarta, but they later moved to a more affluent area in central Jakarta, where Barack attended a private school. At the age of 6, Barack, then known as Barry, joined his mother and stepfather in Indonesia. He attended local schools while being homeschooled in English by his mother. These years would become a defining period of his life, as he was exposed to new cultures, languages, and perspectives that broadened his worldview. In Jakarta, Barack became fluent in Indonesian and gained invaluable lessons in resilience and global awareness. His stepfather, Lolo Soetoro, had a demanding approach to education and life, which profoundly shaped Barack's character and leadership qualities that would later define his presidency. The cultural exposure and diverse educational experiences during this time would have a lasting impact on his personal and professional development. At age 10, Barack returned to Hawaii to live with his maternal grandparents, Stanley and Madeline Dunham. This marked a pivotal turning point in his life. It was at Punahou School, a prestigious institution, where Barack began grappling with the complexities of his mixed-race heritage. The struggles and identity questions he faced during this time would later be explored in his memoir, Dreams from My Father, 1995, shaping much of his personal and public life. Between 1972 and 1975, Barack lived with his mother and half-sister Maya Soetoro, while Ann pursued graduate studies at the University of Hawaii. During this time, Barack witnessed his mother's unwavering commitment to her academic work, which eventually led to her earning a Ph.D. in 1992. Ann's journey, which took her across the world to Indonesia, greatly influenced Barack. Her academic dedication and global perspective instilled in him a deep respect for education and a broad, open-minded view of the world. In 1995, Ann Dunham passed away from ovarian and uterine cancer, a loss that hit Barack Obama deeply. At the time, he was still processing the death of his father, and his mother's passing dealt a heavy blow that left an indelible mark on his emotional landscape. After graduating from Punahou School, Obama moved to Los Angeles in 1979 to attend Occidental College on a full scholarship. It was here that he began to engage more actively with the world around him, particularly through social activism. In 1981, he gained attention with a powerful speech calling for the college to divest from South Africa in protest of apartheid, a move that signaled the start of his commitment to social justice and laid the groundwork for his future political journey. Later that year, Obama transferred to Columbia University in New York City. He settled into an off-campus apartment on West 109th Street, where he pursued a degree in political science, focusing on international relations and English literature. He thrived academically, graduating in 1983 with a strong 3.7 GPA, further solidifying his intellectual and professional potential. Following graduation, Obama began his professional career as a financial researcher and writer for Business International Corporation. However, it was in 1985, when he became a project coordinator for the New York Public Interest Research Group, that his path toward public service began to take shape. This position allowed him to dive deeper into social causes, giving him the foundation for his later work in law and politics. In 1985, Obama moved to Chicago to take on the role of director of the Developing Communities Project, where his commitment to community organizing began. He worked with a faith-based initiative that united 8 Catholic parishes on Chicago's South Side to address local economic and social challenges. His efforts centered on empowering the community, fostering open dialogue, and tackling systemic issues. From June 1985 to May 1988, he dedicated himself to grassroots activism, organizing meetings, advocating for local needs, and helping these neighborhoods find the strength to overcome their difficulties. This period was transformative not only in his career but also personally. During this time, he spent 3 weeks traveling through Europe and another 5 weeks in Kenya, reconnecting with his father's family. This journey wasn't just about exploring his roots. It was a journey of self-discovery that shaped both his personal identity and political views. Despite receiving a prestigious full scholarship to Northwestern University School of Law, Obama chose to attend Harvard Law School in 1988. Settling in Somerville, Massachusetts, he quickly established himself as a leader. By the end of his first year, Obama earned a coveted spot as an editor for the Harvard Law Review, and in his second year, he was elected president of the publication, solidifying his position among the school's top students. During this time, he worked closely with constitutional law professor Lawrence Tribe, further honing his legal expertise. Obama graduated magna cum laude from Harvard Law School in 1991, a remarkable achievement that opened doors to a future in law and politics. He then spent 2 years as a law and government fellow at the University of Chicago Law School, focusing on writing and continuing his commitment to public service. From 1992 to 1996, Obama taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago, first as a lecturer, and later as a senior lecturer until 2004. His time in academia deepened both his legal knowledge and his dedication to social justice, values that would shape his political career. Reflecting on his childhood, Barack Obama often speaks warmly of his years in Honolulu, where he experienced the cultural richness and deep respect that defined Hawaii's diverse community. Growing up in a state known for its unique mix of ethnicities and traditions, Obama learned early on to appreciate differences and see diversity as a strength. He recalls how the aloha spirit of Hawaii shaped his worldview, fostering a sense of unity and acceptance that would later influence his political philosophy. In his memoir, Dreams from My Father, Obama writes about his early innocence regarding race, noting that as a child, he didn't immediately grasp the racial differences between his white mother and black father. It wasn't until later, as he grew older, that he began to confront society's often stark perceptions of his mixed-race identity. However, Obama's teenage years in Hawaii were far from idyllic. Beneath the picturesque backdrop of the islands, he struggled with profound internal conflicts, particularly concerning his identity and where he fit in a world that often categorized people in binary racial terms. Attending the prestigious Punahou School on scholarship, he excelled academically, but often felt like an outsider among his predominantly white peers. The pressure to conform, while also grappling with his heritage, left him feeling disconnected and unsure of his place. During this turbulent time, Obama turned to unhealthy coping mechanisms. He experimented with substances like alcohol, marijuana, and even cocaine, a fact he candidly admitted in his memoir. Far from glamorizing these choices, he described them as attempts to numb his feelings of confusion and alienation. These struggles were not unique to him, but reflected a broader search for identity faced by many biracial or multiracial individuals in America. Obama has spoken about how these experiences gave him insight into the vulnerabilities and mistakes that many young people face, shaping his future advocacy for youth programs and education initiatives. Amid these challenges, Obama found solace in a tight-knit group of friends. Together they shared both laughter and struggles, often retreating to the beaches or playing basketball, a sport that became a personal passion for him. Despite occasionally using marijuana together, these moments also offered him a sense of belonging and stability, however fleeting. Basketball, in particular, became an outlet for his frustrations and a way to bond with others across racial and cultural lines. This period in Obama's life was pivotal, forcing him to confront not only his feelings of alienation, but also the broader societal forces at play. He began questioning the world around him, searching for meaning in books and drawing inspiration from figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. These influences, combined with his experiences growing up in a multicultural yet racially divided world, set the stage for his future as a leader who sought to bridge divides and champion inclusivity. Before Barack Obama became the first African-American president of the United States, his path to the White House was shaped by a deep commitment to public service. In the mid-1980s, Obama moved to Chicago, where he became a key figure in the city's grassroots organizing efforts. His work as a community organizer was nothing short of transformative, both for his personal growth and his evolving political philosophy. He led tutoring programs, advocated for tenants' rights, and worked on job training initiatives in some of Chicago's most underserved neighborhoods. These experiences laid the foundation for his lifelong mission to address systemic inequalities and shaped the trajectory of his political career. Obama's intellectual journey was just as pivotal. As a constitutional law professor at the University of Chicago Law School, he immersed himself in the complexities of the U.S. legal system. His time as a lecturer, and later a senior lecturer, helped hone his understanding of how law and public policy intersected. This academic experience not only sharpened his legal expertise, but deepened his resolve to fight for a more just and equitable society. In 1992, Obama expanded his public service work by joining Project Vote, a major initiative to increase voter registration in Illinois. His leadership in this project resulted in registering 150,000 eligible African-American voters, an accomplishment that contributed to a broader wave of civic engagement. The success of the project garnered him recognition, including a spot on Crain's Chicago Business's list of influential people under 40 in 1993. Obama's political career took a significant leap in 1996 when he was elected to the Illinois State Senate. Over the next 8 years, he worked tirelessly on issues like healthcare reform and ethics legislation, striving to make the political process more transparent and accessible. His work focused on expanding healthcare access to underserved communities, earning him a reputation as a pragmatic policymaker. These achievements helped solidify his position in Illinois politics and pave the way for his national rise. In 2004, Obama made national headlines when he was elected to the U.S. Senate, but it was his keynote address at the Democratic National Convention that catapulted him into the political limelight. The speech, delivered with eloquence and passion, was a masterclass in political rhetoric. Obama spoke of unity, bridging divides of race, geography, and party affiliation, and reminded Americans of the shared commonality of their experience. This moment not only revived interest in his memoir, Dreams from My Father, but also propelled it to bestseller status. The speech marked a critical turning point in his career, securing his place at the forefront of American politics. Building on the momentum of his rising political profile, Obama launched his presidential campaign in 2007. By then, he had served in the U.S. Senate for 4 years, gaining significant political experience. But his presidential bid would be anything but easy. The primary race was intensely competitive, particularly with Hillary Clinton, a formidable political figure. Despite the tough competition, Obama's message of change and hope resonated with voters across the country. His campaign gained strength, and he ultimately secured the Democratic nomination, setting the stage for his historic run for president. In November 2008, Obama made history by becoming the first African-American president of the United States. His election marked a milestone in American history, symbolizing progress and inspiring pride across the nation. His inauguration in January 2009 ushered in a new era, with the world watching as Obama took the oath of office. However, his presidency began amidst one of the darkest periods in U.S. history. The nation was grappling with the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, with millions of Americans facing unemployment and financial hardship. The Obama administration acted swiftly, passing the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act to stimulate the economy and create jobs. This legislation aimed to provide immediate relief to American families while laying the groundwork for long-term recovery. Despite the daunting challenges, Obama's leadership steered the country through the worst of the recession, ultimately leading to a significant decline in unemployment and the start of a gradual economic recovery. One of the defining moments of Barack Obama's first term was the passage of the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare. This landmark legislation aimed to overhaul the U.S. healthcare system, making health insurance accessible to millions of Americans. It introduced key provisions to expand Medicaid, regulate insurance companies, and provide affordable healthcare options for those previously without coverage. While the law's passage was hailed as a significant victory, it sparked a national debate. Supporters saw it as a historic step toward universal health care, while critics raised concerns about its cost, government involvement, and potential economic impact. The conversation about health care reform, ignited by Obamacare, would go on to shape American politics for years to come. On the global stage, Obama's foreign policy was defined by a steadfast commitment to ending the U.S. involvement in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. These conflicts had dominated U.S. foreign policy for much of the early 21st century, and Obama was determined to bring U.S. troops home while ensuring that both countries could stand on their own. His administration faced daunting challenges in navigating the complex realities of these wars, but Obama's resolve to bring them to a close was unwavering. In May 2011, a defining moment in Obama's presidency came with the death of Osama bin Laden. U.S. Navy SEALs conducted a daring raid on a compound in Pakistan, killing the mastermind behind the September 11th attacks. This operation was a major success for the U.S. military and Obama's administration, marking a symbolic victory in the global fight against terrorism. Bin Laden's death brought a sense of closure to many Americans and boosted Obama's approval ratings, solidifying his leadership at home and abroad. Just a year into his presidency, Obama received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009, a recognition of his vision for a more peaceful world and his diplomatic efforts on the global stage. In his acceptance speech, Obama acknowledged the complexities of international relations, recognizing that while peace was a lofty ideal, sometimes military intervention was necessary to prevent greater harm. His words underscored the difficult reality of balancing diplomacy with the need for military action when global stability was at stake. Despite the accolades, Obama's foreign policy faced significant criticism. Some on the left felt he hadn't fully broken from the policies of his predecessor, George W. Bush, particularly in areas like military intervention and surveillance. Though Obama earned praise for his diplomatic outreach and efforts to curb nuclear proliferation, many argued that his use of military force often mirrored the strategies of the previous administration. Obama, keenly aware of the complexities of global politics, walked a fine line between diplomacy and military action throughout his time in office. In 2012, Obama was re-elected for a second term, and his agenda remained ambitious. A renewed focus on climate change saw Obama pushing for policies to reduce carbon emissions and promote renewable energy. He also prioritized nuclear disarmament, engaging with world leaders to address the threat of nuclear weapons. Domestically, Obama continued to fight for immigration reform, advocating for a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. However, political gridlock in Congress blocked his proposals, and despite his best efforts, immigration reform remained elusive. Throughout his presidency, Obama navigated a deeply polarized political landscape. With Congress often divided, he relied on executive orders to advance his policy agenda. This approach allowed him to make significant progress on issues like climate change, LGBTQ rights, and immigration policy. But it also led to fierce criticism, particularly from Republicans and conservatives who accused him of overstepping his constitutional authority. Nonetheless, Obama's executive actions became a hallmark of his presidency, reflecting his determination to move the nation forward on the issues he believed were essential for its future. One of Barack Obama's most significant accomplishments was leading the country out of the devastating 2008 financial crisis. When he took office in January 2009, the U.S. was facing its worst economic collapse since the Great Depression. The economy was in freefall, but under Obama's guidance, it began a steady recovery. A key initiative during his presidency was the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which pumped $831 billion into the economy. This bold move not only created jobs, but also sparked economic growth, helping to restore confidence in the financial system. By the end of his second term, unemployment had dropped from a staggering 10% in 2009 to below 5% in 2016, marking a clear and significant rebound. Obama's legacy, however, extends far beyond economics. His presidency was also a transformative period for civil rights, especially for the LGBTQ+ community. A landmark achievement was the legalization of same-sex marriage nationwide in 2015, following the Supreme Court's decision in Obergefell versus Hodges. For Obama, this was more than just a legal victory, it was a monumental step toward equality and justice. He had long championed LGBTQ+ rights, and this victory solidified his commitment to inclusivity. Another significant civil rights milestone was the repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy in 2011, allowing openly gay individuals to serve in the U.S. military. These pivotal actions helped shape the ongoing fight for LGBTQ+ rights and left a lasting imprint on American society. By the time Obama completed his second term in January 2017, his influence was undeniable. His presidency was defined not just by policies, but by his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. His emphasis on unity and inclusivity resonated with many, and his approval rating when he left office stood at a remarkable 60%. His leadership was widely respected, with the Brookings Institution ranking him as the 18th greatest American president. This recognition spoke to the admiration he garnered for his accomplishments, both at home and abroad. Even after leaving office, Obama and his wife Michelle continued to shape the national conversation. Through the Obama Foundation, they focused on issues like education, healthcare, and social justice, with a particular emphasis on empowering young people and fostering community leadership. Obama's voice remained influential on the global stage, where he spoke out on critical issues such as climate change and peace. In his post-presidential years, Obama embraced new ventures that further cemented his place in public life. By 2015, his net worth had reached $70 million, driven by lucrative book deals, speaking engagements, and other projects. The Obama family moved to a new home in Washington, D.C., marking the start of this new chapter. For Obama, life after the White House opened doors to continue his influence through writing, public speaking, and nonprofit work. From his early days as a community organizer to his time as the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama's journey has been a testament to perseverance, growth, and leadership. Starting from humble beginnings, he worked tirelessly in Chicago's South Side to help disadvantaged communities, a formative experience that shaped his future decisions. His legacy is not only defined by his presidency, but by his ongoing role in shaping national and global conversations. Even after leaving office, Obama has remained an influential voice in the fight for social justice, climate change advocacy, and global diplomacy, proving that leadership extends beyond political office. Obama's story is far from over, and his post-presidential work continues to inspire and lead. What part of Barack Obama's post-presidential journey catches your attention the most? Let us know in the comments. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.